Hi guys, welcome back to the Drive Life channel, and today we're going to be talking about how practical this Volvo S80 is. This is one of the most practical saloons that I've ever come across, so we're going to get into it. I've had this car for about 3 months, so I've had a good chance to sort of test out everything. So let's get into it. So this is a 2009 Volvo S80 D5. It's got the Polestar package, so it's running about 245 brake horsepower. That's obviously got nothing to do with the practicality, but it's just a nice little thing I like to add in. So let's take a look. We're going to break it down. We're going to do sort of the front section, the driver's bit, the rear, and then the boot, so you guys can see sort of how practical this thing can be. To start off with, it's got loads of different features, all the folding mirrors and everything, which just helps sort of everyday practicality. But as you can see inside, it's absolutely massive. Day to day, this is going to be one of the most comfortable cars I've ever owned, and sort of the easiest car I've ever had to live with. The only thing being its size makes it more difficult to get in sort of tight spaces, etc. But overall, it's been fantastic. As you can see, the cabin's sort of light and airy. You've got great vision out of here, and it's massive. It's absolutely massive. There's a nice big centre console here. Sort of 2 cup holders. You've got a hell of a lot of storage in here as well. I'll keep, as you can see, all sorts in there. You've also got this floating centre console, which gives you a second storage space. So you can see I've got a phone behind there in the mats as well. And as well as that, you've got big old door bins. I've got an umbrella and torches in there, and a nice big glove box, which you can fit pretty much everything you'd ever need in your car in. I've got a toolbox in there and everything. So yeah, that's sort of the front cabin. To drive, again, like I said, it's perfect. Super comfortable. It's got all your amenities such as your folding mirrors, thing like that. You've got automatic handbrake as well, which is nice, and you've also got the RTI navigation system here, which is a plus. So let's move into the rear. The seats in my current driving position, I'm about 6'2". I'm quite a wide person, so it'd be a good sort of opportunity to test the rear leg room on this car. The door opening is quite a narrow one, and that's probably just because I haven't got much space here. As you can see, I've just bashed the door on the wall. But yeah, to get in, it's fairly easy. The angle's nice, and yeah, it is extremely comfortable actually. In terms of leg room, if I shut the door here, my legs are perfectly comfortable here. Seats back here are really comfortable actually. Volvo always make fantastic seats, and this one's no exception. You've got sort of lovely headrest is about right. The only issue I am feeling is the roof is just touching my hair, which is a bit annoying, as it slopes down the back. So if I really want to relax and put my head, actually if I drop down a bit, sort of open my legs up, that's much better. So I'll just see if you, as you can see, my hair just touches it. If you're not careful, bear that in mind. But sort of for anyone doing long journeys back here, lovely vision out of these windows. You've got obviously the window controls here, and you've also got B-pillar heating or ventilation, which is nice, because it's quite often in cars the rear passengers sort of get forgotten about, so it's nice to see that. We've also got a cigarette lighter, a 12-volt charging port, and you could get it with a 3-pin plug, so I'm going to try and get that in this car at some point. These mat pockets are absolutely massive. As you can see, I've got a fluorescent jacket in there. I normally have a nice little puffer jacket in there, so that's pretty good. In terms of the armrests, you have an armrest here, and mine's actually got some earphones in it. I didn't know where they were actually, I was looking for those. So you've got 2 big cup holders, a nice cubby, or if you just fancy an armrest, you've also got the option to have an armrest as well, which is pleasant. This is also a through loading hatch for skis. And then we can also put down these rear seats, but that can only be done from the back, so I'm going to have to go in and do that separately. Okay then guys, so here we are around the back of the car, and this is one of my favourite features about the whole thing. It's just the sheer size of the boot. The amount of stuff that you can get in here is truly incredible. As you can see, it's absolutely cavernous. This is like sort of your big hiking bag, and it just goes on forever. You probably can't actually see it, but it's just a big space. You could easily fit probably golf bags lengthways, 3 or 4 golf bags in, and 8 if you stack them on top of each other. So from a practicality point of view, these saloons are absolutely massive. As you can see, you've got the back seat release here. This side I've noticed can be a bit temperamental, but we'll show you what they're like when it's down. But as you can see, also we've got a 12-volt socket here as well, just for doing anything you might need to do for pumping stuff at the boot. Probably if we go this way is going to be the best way, because we're quite close to that fence. We could, there we go. Yes, as you can see, it's stuck, so I'm just going to pop this. Okay guys, so we managed to get the seats down successfully, and as you can see, it's an absolutely massive area. They do go down flat if you don't have crap on the seats like I do. The only issue would be is the actual sort of pass-through area is quite a small area, so you could easily fit lots of stuff in, just provided it's not too tall. That's probably where you'd get better results from the estates, such as the V70, the XC70. But in terms of sort of saloon space, this has got to be one of the best. If we come into the rear seats here, yeah, like I said, you can see it's absolutely massive. And also, this is where you operate the ski hatch release, so that pushes in like that. When I fold the seats back up, you'll see, sorry if I actually pointed it in the right way, this whole section comes clear eventually. There we go, and you have a nice place to put your skis through if you're that way inclined, or you can obviously use it for planks of wood, which most people are probably going to use it for. So yeah, that's it guys. That's just a quick overview of how practical the Volvo S80 is. If you're looking to get one of these cars, I would thoroughly recommend it, because it's just been an absolute beast. I'm going to release a buyer's guide shortly on what to look for when you're buying them, and what sort of options and best engines are and everything like that. But yeah, until then, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next video. Cheers.